Welcome, everyone. This is Israel Hernandez.
And I'm Carrie Hernandez.
Welcome to Carnivores in Christ. Today, we're going to talk about why we decided to do this channel and why we decided to do the carnivore diet.
Mm-hmm.
So we started yesterday, today day 2, and I want to take a time first to talk about why we did it, why we decided to do it, and our goals.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to do it for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's our main goal, is to do it for 4 months straight carnivore without doing any keto and see the result, and hopefully we can stay longer than that.
Yeah. So we've done carnivore before for brief periods, like an elimination diet. I have autoimmune issues. It helps a lot with my autoimmune stuff. And so when we went carnivore in the past, both of us felt amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he got all of the wood cut for the year. He was strong. He was healthy. He felt great. My pain got better. My body was stronger. I felt good. I stopped having mast cell flares. I was doing so well. But we wanted to add some keto foods back in.
Mm-hmm.
And when we did that, we stayed okay for a while, but gradually we stopped feeling as optimal.
We stopped losing weight too. For some reason, we stopped losing weight in keto, even when we were doing it right. Not cheating or anything. We was just doing keto. For some reason, we just stopped losing weight. And one of the things that we did that was no good is that we take our cheating days and we turn them to cheating weeks.
Yes.
And that is when we struggle, we come back again to have some issue and stuff. I don't have any specific health issue. Doing this more to lose weight and to stay healthy and strong. And like she says, I always thought that I wasn't built to take care of firewood, And when I was doing carnivore, I take care of all the firewood for the whole house for the winter. And for me, it was wait a minute, what's going on here? I normally don't do this kind of hard job, but when I was in carnivore, I took care of business,
Yeah.
So I want to feel that like that again. And we planning to do that. My goal at least is to lose weight until right now I'm 225. Something weird happened yesterday. I lost 3 pounds in one day. I don't know how that happened, but I take it. I want to reach until 190. That's my goal. I'm 6'2", so 190 should be good enough for me. I don't want to do the recommended weight. It's like 170. I don't like. I don't think it's gonna look good there, but at least my goal is to reach 190, to feel stronger, more active and more alert. So that is my goal.
So yesterday I weighed 136 or 236.
Wow, 136.
Sorry, 236. Today, 236.8. Today I weighed 234.2. So I lost 2-point-something pounds also.
Wow.
I think it's because we came from eating carbs straight to carnivore. We've never done that before. We've gone from keto to carnivore.
Well, yeah, but it just normally when you come to ketosis, you won't lose weight for 2 or 3 days, and normally what you lose is water.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you lose is water, but in one day, only took 1 day to be that. I'm taking it. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And you can see in the video that I made yesterday what I ate. So I ate a lot of fat yesterday, a lot of food too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a surprise, and I'm happy. I take it.
I'm thinking it's the inflammation coming off, honestly, because you have a lot of water that's stored with inflammation. And since I'm feeling better already today, I'm not in ketosis. I can feel when I go into ketosis, my brain clears up.
Mm-hmm.
I have more energy. I know I'm not in ketosis yet, but my joints hurt less. My pelvic pain is better. I'm doing better in general, just overnight. And amazingly, I usually sleep 5 hours a night, tops. I wake up in pain and I can't go back to sleep. And last night I slept just about 8 hours, just under 8 hours.
Good.
And for me, that's amazing.
For me too, I slept 7 hours and a half, so that's good too. So I'm enjoying it so far, And the reason that we want to do this channel, the main reason is to teach people about carnivore, and and at church we are trying to teach people about keto and about carnivore in a church because there's a lot of people that are very unhealthy, diabetics and overweight and all kind of stuff. So we want to teach people about it.
Hmm.
And also there's a lot of carnivore channels that people can watch and learn, but there is some of them that is hard to watch
Yeah.
because the language,
Hmm.
the language they use, foul language and about words, that kind of stuff. Or you have these girls half naked there, showing everything to, oh, look, I look good now. And we don't want to see that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
I want you to learn about these and not to be a distraction or
Yeah.
so we don't want to do this to preach to you, but we either want to uh, water down the way that we speak. You don't like, I mean, amens here and there, hallelujah. Then this won't be your channel. But we are Christians. We are born again Christians. So this is how we speak. So we want to bring this information in maybe a way that you can enjoy better than somebody using bad words.
Mm.
Because even these doctors, they are promoting this diet. They use language that I don't want to listen. I just don't
Mm.
want to. So
Yeah. And the other thing that a lot of them are doing is they're basing it off of evolution.
that's
And
another
so they're
one.
saying we have evolved to eat meat. We have evolved to do this. We have evolved to do that. I don't believe that we evolved from a monkey however many millions of years ago. I believe that we were created as human beings. And in the garden,
Hmm.
we ate vegetables, we ate fruit. That was what we ate in the garden. But as soon as the flood happened, not just the fall, but after the flood, God commanded or told Noah that all the animals would be food for him. Anything that moved on the earth was meat for him, was food for him, just as the green herb. So we were told by God to eat meat. It's not that we evolved to eat meat. We were designed
Yeah,
for it.
that one of the main problem that I actually found in that um, doctors trying to um, prove the optimum way to eat is carnivore, and I don't believe that. I mean, it might be the best diet ever, but it's not. I don't believe that this is the way that we always eat. Because if being carnivore is the best way ever to eat, I'm pretty sure the God will tell Noah, listen, Noah, don't eat vegetable anymore, only eat meat.
And I think that now eating only meat is better because the vegetables that we have now have been bred to be more sugary.
Mm-hmm.
They've been bred to have more gluten, and they have chemicals all over them that cause a lot of health issues for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, there's some toxins in the plants, but we as humans have known how to adjust for that and to ferment them and to make them in a healthy way.
Yeah.
We've kind of lost that. And so the way that we're eating vegetables and plants now is very unhealthy. The amount of processed food that we're having is terrible for us. And so it's not that all vegetables are evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have chemicals in them that they're using to defend themselves, but it's because of the way that our environment is now, the way that our culture is now, the way that our food is prepared now. Meat is the healthiest option.
Yeah.
That's the animals took the first hit on the vegetables and all of the chemicals that went through it.
Yeah.
We raise our own food, so ours aren't eating the glycophosphate. But even if you are getting a traditional animal that's getting grain, they're processing the majority of that glycophosphate out
Exactly.
before it gets to you. And so it's safer for your body, especially if you have autoimmune issues like I do.
Exactly. So some people say, well, carnivore too expensive. It's not that expensive. You don't have to buy, like people said, or they have to be grass fed organic. Like Dr. Berg always recommend that. Well, that might be the best way to eat, but not everybody can afford grass fed organic.
Yeah.
So in carnivore, you don't have to worry about that. It is better, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to eat grass fed organic, no. It's like she says, they already processed most of that glyphosate and all the chemicals, or the herbicide and pesticide, that when you eat it, you don't get much of that.
Mm.
Now, what is better? The animal eat the pesticide for you, and then you eat the animal that eats straight vegetable that spray, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know we are not against veganism or all that kind of stuff. We are not against that. You do whatever you want to do. But what we want to try to teach, especially Christian, is that there is nothing wrong with eat meat,
Mm-hmm.
firstly. And we're going to talk about later about that on a video with more detail. And the you don't have to believe what the doctors, experts, says.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these experts, they tell you one thing, and there are a million doctors that tell you the opposite
Mm-hmm.
in every aspect of life.
Mm-hmm.
Every aspect of life, doctor tell you one thing. I mean, 10 doctors tell you one thing, and 10 doctors tell you the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to learn, you know. And as a Christian, the main thing is this: we are the temple of the Holy Spirit,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to take care of the temple of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
You know, we take care of many things in our life. Oh, God gave me this car, so I want to take care of this car. God gave me this house, I want to take care of the house. Oh, God gave you your body.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take care of your body. You know, you're not we're not doing this to look good, to look better, to be healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the main goal. You know, we don't do this to we're gonna look. I don't. That's not the purpose. You know. So.
Yeah, it's because when we don't feel well, then we aren't able to do what we want to do. So he and I are both very involved in the church. I'm doing Sunday school. I'm tired trying to run with those kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dragging myself there. I feel sick. My body hurts. Getting down on the floor with a 2 and a 3-year-old is hard for me, and it shouldn't be. I'm only 42. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I should not be this tired, this sore, this old, and this sick at my age. And it's because of the choices of food that I'm making. I'm making choices that I know hurt me. And if I'm making choices that I know hurt me in other areas of my life, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, if I was smoking, every Christian would tell me that I'm polluting the holy temple.
Mm-hmm.
If I was drinking alcohol, every Christian would tell me I'm polluting the holy temple. Well, what's going on? I'm eating foods that I know hurt me just because I like the way they taste and they give me a little dopamine rush when I eat them. I'm using food as a entertainment in a way that I shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm making myself sick to the point where I'm not as useful for the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
I'm not as good of a mother. I'm not as good of a wife. I'm not as a good of a nurse at work. Like, I don't have the energy and the patience that I know I have when I was on Carnivore. So why would I keep eating the foods that I know are making me not the optimal self?
Exactly, and it's a great point, and something that she said in her video, in one video that she made. Um, when we ask for healing, for God, I had throat cancer, heal me. But what caused that throat cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna stop smoking when God heal you? You know, because we ask for healing. God, heal me this, heal me that, heal me of diabetes. Well, are you gonna stop eating that much ice cream? Are you gonna stop eating that much sweet? Are you gonna stop eating that much bread? Because what the point? The God healed me of diabetic, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start eating cake again every day, and have and then next year I'm gonna be in the same place again.
So the what I would like God to do is just make it so that my body doesn't absorb carbs at all, and I can eat all of them I want, enjoy them all I
Exactly.
want, and indulge myself and eat until I'm stuffed in a gluttonous way, and then not have any bad effects.
Yeah, it would be nice
It
if we
doesn't
can
make any sense.
if we can we can cast out the sugar of the name of Jesus sugar leave this cake, but the flavor is still there. That would be perfect, but that's not the way it works. We have to, and we're not saying carnivore is a diet inspired by God. I'm not saying that.
No.
I done low fat diet. When I lost actually 60 pounds in 3 months. We are low fat, almost no fat free diet.
Mhm.
But what I didn't know is that slowly I was killing myself because I was having uh, fat free yogurt,
Mhm.
fat free candies. Oh, the going birds are fat free. I was eating gummy bears like crazy because they are fat free. I didn't know that sugar is the main cause of heart attacks and stroke and stuff like that. Because we were told it was fat. Fat is the enemy. Well, the fat free. Well, I lost a lot of weight. I felt good because I was working out like crazy. I'm working out every day except Sundays. So, of course, you're gonna lose weight. Even if you don't change your diet, if you work out every day, for 2 hours, you're gonna lose some weight.
Mm-hmm.
But the inside, my body looked okay, but inside, my triglyceride was high, even that I was in weight and I was working out
Mm-hmm.
because I was getting a lot of sugar.
Yeah. And the thing is I've lost 60 pounds 3 different times in my life and put it back on. So I lost it exercising off every calorie I ate, counting calories like crazy. I lost it doing the South Beach diet, and I kept that off for quite some time. And then I slipped back up and started eating stuff again. I've lost weight. Also, I was giving myself those HCG injections, which stimulate your body to think that you're pregnant so that you will burn fat more readily. I lost weight doing that. And interestingly, I've tried vegan diet. I didn't lose weight. I actually gained weight and got sicker
Really?
on the vegan diet. Yeah.
Wow.
It was because my iron level was so low. I was craving iron like crazy. And so I was eating like tubs of hummus, trying to I didn't know what I was missing, but I was getting dizzy. I was getting sick. And so I wasn't doing well. So I've tried all kinds of different diets. It's not like I'm coming to this. And when I did vegan, I was doing forks over knives vegan, raw or barely steamed, as healthy as you can get. I was all organic. When I met him, he objected to all organic because I wasn't coming from I wasn't coming from a trashy food diet and only coming to carnivore. Carnivore isn't the right answer because it's getting the processed foods out. The carnivore is the right answer is because that's how I feel the very best.
Exactly. So maybe for you it will be different because the thing is this: if you get rid of all junk food, processed food, all sugar, doesn't matter if you eat meat or not, you're gonna feel better. Now, not everybody is gonna feel better without eating meat. You might lose weight, but then we see many people that are vegan that lost more weight than they should, and they're very unhealthy. Because the chemicals that you're eating, you might you're gonna eat all organic, then maybe it work for you, but it not work for everybody.
And I was so hungry all the time like that. I was eating, I remember I'd pack 3 apples, 2 bananas, and then my lunch, whatever salad I was having to take to work.
Yeah.
And I was constantly eating and eating and eating. And on this diet, I eat 1, maybe 2 meals a day, and I'm full and I feel well. And I'm looking forward to getting back to that. So we're talking about our experience from last time we did carnivore. We're only on day 2 today.
Exactly.
We're not in it yet, but we've done it before.
We miss that. That's the point. We miss how we felt. And the other thing is, you save money. At least for us. Like she said, we have pigs, we have cows, we have sheep, and we have chicken. So we save money. We don't have to go to a grocery store because we raise our own meat. Now, if we do keto, well, we can grow our own vegetables, but not the whole year. We're in Michigan here. So at least, you're going to have only 4 months of harvesting something. So with carnivore, we don't have to go to a supermarket. Maybe butter, we can do butter. We don't have to if we got a cow, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that anymore. But we save money. And like I said before, you don't have to go to organic grass fed. You can go with regular, the cheap stuff that is there, ground beef and maybe bacon or something they put on sale. You can just buy it, and we're gonna work for you better than eating all the chemicals. And actually, eat better than do nothing.
And so let's swing around to what have you already noticed changed other than the extra sleep? I also noticed I don't have heartburn. I'm not eating Tums the last 2 days. And my energy is better. And I had a headache yesterday, and even that's already resolved today. And I'm thinking that's just because I gave up coffee too.
Yeah. It's too for me too early to even say anything, attribute anything to carnivore because it's too early. Actually, like I said, I'm surprised I lost 3 pounds one day.
Mm.
I did sleep good,
Hmm.
and I feel better today. I feel more energy. Um, Hopefully, we don't get hit with the keto flu
Yeah.
too hard, but it's just too early. So we're talking about. I want to talk about how I felt when we actually did carnivore because it's too early,
Mm.
and that's what we decided to do it because we tried different things, And I said, well, when we was in carnivore,
Yeah.
you know, I can get everything done. I get good sleep, I got energy, and we save money.
Hmm.
So as a man, that's the main thing. When I feel good, I want to get stuff done, and I want to save money.
So some of the things that I want with this one is I want the pain to go away. I want to have energy. I want to feel good. I get migraines frequently. I didn't have them as much when I was in carnivore. I also get ever since I had COVID when I was pregnant, I get this noise sensitivity where I get overwhelmed by
Mhm.
sound and I get very irritable. I can't tolerate sound. And on carnivore, that also was better. I didn't get hives when I was on carnivore. Um, like I said, my pelvic pain got better. My arthritic type joint pains all got
Mhm.
better. And I was able to think clearer and I was more focused and um, like my ADHD got better. I was more focused and I was more present. So I want those things back.
Yeah, and that's the thing I noticed yesterday. Actually, one of the benefits is that you have clear mind. You can think better when you're in carnivore. And yesterday, I left the room to go find something, and then when I was out of the room, I forgot what I was looking for.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I need to come back to carnivore because I mean I'm 46. I'm not getting any younger,
Mhm.
and what we have discovered through research is that we don't have to feel like we're old,
Exactly.
especially when you're 46. You
Yeah.
know, so it's the food that we eat, and a lot of health issues that people have is food.
Hmm.
Like when you have hive, you don't get hive if you don't eat peanut butter or chocolate or stuff. It just there are things that is in our body that we think that, oh well, I have sickness or is because my family had this before. No, because your family be eating bad
Yeah.
and you're eating bad, then you're gonna have the same symptom that your family have.
And if you want to go into the science behind that, we can do that in another video
Yeah.
because a lot of those foods release toxins. And if you have like a leaky
Hmm.
intestinal lining or a leaky gut, those toxins leak out, trigger your immune system, and cause a whole lot of havoc in your body. And that's what was happening with me. So, my goals I already mentioned. For you, you want your chest muscle to heal
But that
faster.
doesn't that has to do with my diet. But I got put muscle, just doing more work than I should, or I don't know. The last year was because I was moving round bales of hay by hand. But this year, I just was still in the garden that I'd done it before, and I pulled I heard the muscle that I pulled last year, but that doesn't have anything to do with the diet.
Which,
But um, I should be able to I should be able to kill the garden and don't get hurt, you
yes,
know? So maybe, with the strength, the muscle that you build when you're carnivore, maybe that will help me,
mhm.
but I won't really talk about that because I don't know. I need to be healed first of this pain
Mhm.
and then be carnivore for a while and then try to push another round bill by hand that I won't do. I don't have plan to do. So, um,
But it is supposed to speed up healing. It is supposed to make your body heal faster.
yeah, well, I hope that it happens. But
So
no,
I'm
yeah,
hoping for
I
that
want
too.
to, I want to really bring things that you can measure and
Mhm.
and say, well, carnivore did it for me, or,
Mhm.
because we don't know. And I'm planning to do to rest, my chest and my shoulders, so I don't have to have this pain anymore. So I don't know if it's gonna be carnivore or not. So,
Yeah.
but what we really want to do is feel good.
Yes.
Feel good, that's the main thing. Um, we don't want to wait until we have diabetes or have cancer or something like that to then, oh, I need to change my diet.
Mhm.
You know, we should change a diet now that we had the information, because we've been lied to for years. You know, we should follow this kind of diet, and that diet is making everybody sick. You know, and we have heart attacks in the United States as the leading cause of death. But we don't have that 100 years, 200 years ago. Oh, but people die younger in the 1800s.
It's not true.
But if people die, let's assume that it's true. That people were dying early in the 1800s. Look why they were dying. And you can see the heart attack was like a weird thing that happened.
So back in the 1800s, most of the reason that the death rate was low, like the life expectancy was lower, was because children didn't make it out of childhood,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they died in infancy, or they died before they were 10 of communicable diseases, things that we've now controlled. And then women died a lot in childbirth, and people died in like, you get a cut, you get an infection, you can't recover from it. You get the bubonic plague, there's no antibiotic.
Exactly.
So they were eating a ton of meat, and they were eating traditional, normal vegetables cooked the way and prepared the way that they were supposed to be prepared. And they didn't have coronary artery disease. They found the first heart attack on autopsy, and everyone thought he was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody believed that that could have killed somebody. They said that that didn't happen, and he was wrong. And then 10 years later, they found a lot more. Well, when that started happening, it was during, I believe, World War I, when there wasn't much meat available.
Mm.
And so it was, the diet had shifted to eating different foods than we had ever eaten before, and significantly less meat. And when people stopped eating the meat and started eating other foods, this is when things became problematic.
Exactly. So the life expectancy to be that high today than 200 years ago or 100 years ago doesn't have anything to do with food. It has to do with all the technological advances that we have, all the medicine that we have, all the way that we can prevent something. You know, like if you had cancer 200 years ago, you didn't know until you were almost dying. Here, you can detect cancer very early and treat it. So that's why we, like some people say, we don't know when to die now, because technology, because medicine. So we have anything to do with food. But you see why people are dying today, you know, other than crying or, you know, accident and stuff. Look what the natural causes, because it's not really natural causes. You know, we are provoking this to ourselves. You know, a heart attack because you eating bad, that's not a natural cause. That is you provoking yourself to die. So if you see why people are dying now versus how people were dying before, you can see that the food is the different. The way that we eat. People didn't die before of heart attack or diabetes. We don't have that problem 200 years ago. Now we have that.
And even cancer was very rare back then, because the sugars that we have, the refined sugars, feed cancer. So your average person didn't have access to that amount of sugar. So like cancer was a rich man's disease. Heart disease was a rich man's disease, because they didn't have access to that. Whereas some of the nutritional deficits were something that you would get more likely when you were poorer.
Yeah, I want to just say this, you know, this that we're saying right now, we don't make this up, you know, we didn't come out with this. We did this research, you know, so we pretty much are giving you the research without the bad words in between.
Yes.
Because you can go right now and search and Google and check in YouTube, and you can have the same information that we're giving to you, you know, but we just filtering
it, yes.
the bad word for you and the nonsense evolution stuff. So
yeah, so we're also so speaking of research, I started the research on keto. I brought it home to him.
Let me interrupt you right there, because one of the reasons that people are so scared of keto and carnivore, I was super scared because I was taught, I was programmed that fat is bad. Fat will kill you. When she started first keto, I was like, man, you're gonna die. She was frying bacon and eggs and I don't know, all the fatty stuff, and she was eating, drinking the fat, you know, they're putting butter on top of bacon. I said, what are you doing? You're gonna die. A lot of people are scared.
So I brought him the research. I printed it out. I brought it to him, and I said, "Just read this." And it took a little while.
I didn't read it. I don't. I don't. But I was watching YouTube videos.
Yeah. So he started to look into it. He watched videos on it. But it was based on research, based on evidence, based on reprogramming ourselves to understand what truth is when it comes to food and healthy choices. And then Carnivore, he just did for me. It was because I needed to do an elimination because of my autoimmune stuff. I needed to go down to the meat, salt, and water for a while. And he's the one who cooks most of our meals. The vast majority of our meals are made by my husband. He is an amazing, amazing cook. So he was making me these foods and he did it to support me. And then he felt amazing.
Well, not the first time. The first time that we did carnivore, I struggled because I got constipated, you know, and it was not because carnivore, you know, it because we're doing it wrong.
Yeah, he didn't have
we
enough.
didn't have enough fat.
Yeah.
And it kind of, one thing that I learned, you know, like people say, ask me how I know. Well, I tell you how I know. I was eating chicken breast without a bunch of water in the side and got constipated. And I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this stuff, you know. But it wasn't, you know, the diet is bad. It's just that I didn't know how to do it right.
I didn't know to add
so to do, I mean, right now I don't have plan to eat any chicken breast, but if we eat it, we're gonna eat it probably in a omelette with bacon too, and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or mixed with ground beef or something. But the second time when I tried, it was the one that was, oh, I like this. You know, I like how I feel. I like that my cravings. I like that it's so simple. You know, because I made most of the meals in this house. I'm sometimes frustrated to come up with something new, to cook something new, something different. Especially in keto, it's hard to come with something, you know, because I used to love to cook and do something fancy and do this, but now, you know, with keto, you are, you don't have too many options. But in carnivore, it's way easier, you know, salt, pepper, and butter.
Yeah.
Everything, you can cook everything with salt and butter, salt, pepper, and butter. Eggs, you can cook chicken, you can cook pork, you can cook lamb, you can cook beef. Simple.
And the thing is food tastes better when you eat it. You don't need all of the flavors and all of the additives and all of that stuff because the food itself tastes better because you're actually hungry when you eat. If you aren't hungry enough for it to taste good, you're not hungry enough to eat. Just skip it for a little while and come back and eat it later when you're hungry. And then when you're hungry, you're going to eat it. You're going to love it. It's going to be the best food you've ever had. And then all of a sudden, it won't taste good.
Yeah.
And you're like, and I'm done.
We call it carnivore effect, you know. When we did it, we only with salt. Only with salt. You got steak with salt and your butter on top. The first bite, the best steak ever. Oh man, this steak is good. You know, regular steak, you know. Second bite, oh, this is good. Third bite, oh, it's okay. And then you keep eating, and then, you know, you're not even finish the steak, and you're like, oh man, this is disgusting. It's because your body telling you stop eating. You know, and with carbs, you know, that was the problem with keto. With keto, you add too much carbs, or maybe fiber, you don't stop eating. You know, you overeat. With carnivore, your body tells you enough.
Yeah.
And the thing is this: when your body tells you enough, you don't get hungry. You know, it has to do with fat too. You know, you got a good amount of fat with your meat. For example, if I have a pork chop with a good amount of fat, halfway, well, it depends what size of the pork chop is too. But I said I eat normally 3 pork chop. You know, when I eat one, the best pork chop ever. When I go to the second one, I don't know. I don't finish the third. I don't go to the third one because my body says stop. And when my body says stop, I love it because I won't be hungry until next day at 5 o'clock. You know, so I don't think about food. I save money because I'm eating less. I got all that energy. You know, like it's a win-win.
And most of the time, when we think we're hungry, we just have cravings.
Exactly.
So most of the time, what we perceive as hunger is a craving for something. So if eating meat doesn't fill you up and make you stop feeling hungry, you need to take some time and kind of look into what hunger actually is.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're not hungry, you're having cravings. And those
Exactly.
cravings actually are coming from the bad bacteria living in your gut, trying to get you to feed them. They actually can send neurotransmitters up and trigger your cravings.
Exactly.
And so those gut bacteria are actually messing with you to try to get you to eat what they want instead of what you need. What I tell my 7-year-old is that meat feeds you, and then the vegetables feed your good bacteria, and the sugar feeds your bad bacteria,
Mm.
right? And so I've taught him to make better choices. Eat the meat because you need to fuel your own body. And then you can feed the good bacteria with some fiber and stuff. And don't eat
Exactly.
very much of the sugar because that's going to feed the bad bacteria and make you sick.
Yeah. The thing is this: if you're doing keto the right way, keto right way is you have a good amount of protein, you got a good amount of fat, you got vegetables, you don't have crazy stuff. You are one step away from carnivore.
Mhm.
Because if you eat the same meat, but you don't eat the vegetable, you're gonna stop eating that meat before you finish it.
Mhm.
That if you eat, I ate two pork chops, right? With butter on top, salt and pepper. That's it. I won't finish those two pork chops. But you add a salad
Mhm.
to the equation. If you add squash or whatever, that is allowed to eat keto, I can eat three.
And the reason is this, is this simple, is that leptin is the hormone that signals satiety, or that signals that you're full,
Mhm.
right? It's a hormone that we become resistant to. But it's what should tell us stop eating now. And leptin is released in response to fat. But carbohydrates in any form, even fiber, even
Mhm.
healthy, even vegetables, interfere with the leptin signaling. So eating carbohydrates actually inhibit the leptin, or the leptin uptake, so you don't feel it as well. And the reason for it is that usually when we're eating carbohydrates, back when they were right after the flood, they're hunting and gathering and all of this, and they need the carbohydrates, right?
Mhm.
What are they doing? Is they're preparing for winter. They're intentionally putting on fat.
Mhm.
What are you trying to do in the fall when you're bringing in the harvest and you're eating a bunch and you're eating to abundance? Or like during tabernacles, you're supposed to eat everything
Mhm.
that's available. Well, eating the carbs with it helps you to eat more.
Exactly.
And we're designed to be able to eat more, to put on a little bit of fluff to make it through the winter. Well, we don't need fluff to make it through the winter. We're fluffy enough. So,
Yeah, but to resume, what we're talking about today, we don't we're not saying that carnivore is the best diet for everybody. You know, for us, everything that we have tried, carnivore by far is the best.
mhm.
And there's many reasons for that. You know, um, there's nothing wrong. We're gonna talk about later about with details with the Bible why is nothing wrong to eat meat.
Mhm.
Can eat, and the we have to take care of the body, the temple of the Holy Spirit.
Mhm.
That's important. We have to take care of our body and look for whatever it work for you. You know, what we're saying is that our the time that we try veganism, low fat, even they seems to work for a moment. At least veganism doesn't work for you, but at least the low fat work for me. The thing is that when I did carnivore, I didn't have to work out.
Mhm.
When I was doing low fat, I had to work out like crazy. You know, and if when I start working out, and when I started getting weight,
Mhm.
even that I was eating the same food, I was working out, I lose weight, start working out, and gain weight.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and when carnivore, I didn't have to do any workout at all. I was working outside a lot and splitting wood and all that kind of stuff, but I wasn't purposely working out. And the other thing is that we have to um, bless other people with what we have. If we have this knowledge and it's helping us, you know, we want to share this with you and share this with everybody. And now we're starting from the beginning with carnivore with you, so you can see the result in our life.
Yes.
I'm gonna show my very soon. I'm gonna show my last blood work, so you can see how look a little bit crooked there. And in 4 months, I gotta show you the new one.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, I won't like, I know like, like some people are King James only. We are not carnivores only. Okay. So whatever he says, I'm going to show you, well, maybe this. So we want to share this. It's good for us. It's good for many people. And some people are scared to do it because the fat is bad. Well, people that said their fat is bad, but they are diabetic, I don't think that you should you should not be saying anything about it, because the sugar is what's killing you.
And the thing is this, and I'm not going to get too far into the science of it, but cholesterol and fat are bad if you're eating a high sugar diet because the sugar, just if you've heard of hemoglobin A1C, it's the amount of your blood cells that have sugar stuck to them. Sugar doesn't just stick to those blood cells, it sticks to everything. And when you have sugar stuck to the cholesterol or glycosylated, the liver can't take it back up and can't process it. It gets gummy and sticky and clogs up your arteries. So cholesterol isn't bad if you aren't eating sugar. But if you have sugar and carbs, cholesterol is bad. So, or it can be bad if it's like glycosylated. So it's this whole fat's what's killing you. No, it's sugar that's killing you. And it's even messing up the fat, which was good for you until you ate a bunch of sugar and messed it up. So there's a whole lot of science behind that. I won't go off that. Our videos.
So if you have any questions like about the science of carnivore, just leave in the comment or send us an email, and she will reply to that. I mean, she's a nurse, and she knows how to research. Not because she's a nurse, that means that because there are many nurses that will tell you go vegan. She know what he's talking about because she has done research. And I'm telling you, when she want to know something, I'm telling you, she put hours and hours and hours. The good, the bad, and everything else. So, you have any question about anything that you have? Yeah, we are here for you, and we are learning too a little bit more about this, and we want to encourage you to just think about it. Think about doing carnivore. And maybe some point we may do some keto board, and because we have a garden here, we have some stuff that and we are grateful for God for supplying whatever we have here. So we want to enjoy some of that stuff, but I don't want to do those cheating weeks. Those cheating days, the turning weeks. I don't really want to do it. I didn't really. I mean, I was kind of pushed to do it this time. I didn't want to do it. It was my birthday, but I really don't care.
Pastor's wife offered you a carrot cake.
I know.
And that's what put you over.
But next time we'll tell them, sorry, just maybe a steak and we're kind of on top. But it's my health, and we want to. It's like I won't tell you live a life of holiness when I'm sinning. The same way, I don't want to tell you you need to be healthy when I am unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? So this is what works for us. I want to show you that this works.
And since we're starting again, since our weights are back up, since we're both of us feeling more inflammation and less well, now you can see our journey as we go through it this time together. We're going to film it to help to encourage you to kind of join us and to get healthier with us. So that's
I want to try to always post what I'm eating. Doesn't matter what I eat. Even if we don't do a video every day, I want to record, take a picture of everything that I am eating. So if I snack, I'm gonna put a picture of the pork rinds. If I eat something else, I try to don't snack. I'm trying to just do 2 meals right now, and then later do only 1 meal. And in 1 meal can eat, everything. I'll just do your picture. This is what I ate. So people say, no, he might eat. If I work out, I'm gonna tell you too. If I work out, not that I need to or want to, but I really, I want to work out. I want to do at least treadmill. But no, I don't want to. I want to wait. I won't do anything like that. So if I get some muscle because I'm doing some firewood, but that's it. I'm not purposely going to the gym or anything like that. So If something change, we let you know. So we add something,
Mhm.
because it's good to um, look to somebody to imitate.
Mhm.
Okay, that if that work for that person, let me try this. Of course, we don't tell you have to do what we do.
Yeah.
You know, we just put it out there to see. Well, it might work for you.
And in 4 months, when the harvest comes in, if we're feeling amazing, we may not go to ketovore. We might just stay carnivore and just give the vegetables to our kids.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
don't.
not that we are determined that we're going to do that. It's just that we'll have the
Yeah,
garden in.
it's like we do a tabernacle.
Mhm.
In tabernacle we just eat what the land produce, and of course we have grapes, so we're gonna have some produce of the grapes or fruit of the vine, and maybe we have sip of grape juice anyway. We do it for communion anyway, so
Mhm.
not like we're gonna eat potatoes stuff like that. They're gonna go to the kids,
Mhm.
So
And the kids right now we're doing keto with instead of the the foods that are less healthy also.
yeah,
We're
they're gonna be a video soon about that too. We want to give you updates on our kids. They don't have any health problem, but they have some behavior problems. So we want to update you if we see any change in maybe attention or behavior stuff like that. And the first time we try with the kids to be keto, we won't do carnivore with the kids. uh, I don't really want to do carnivore with the kids. I think keto will be fine. Especially if we the one, they give me them the food,
Mhm.
so that we eat only what we give them. We need to watch it when they go to grandma's.
Yeah, I already warned my mom.
What's going on with there? But we're gonna see how it works too, because we did the thing. And right now we have so many people sick. You know, we don't want our kids to be sick too.
Amen.
We don't want our kids to later when they're 20 and and we do keto now. Well, they're gonna look back and tell, hey, why you did show you about keto when we was little.
Yeah, why
So
if you knew those foods were bad for us, why did you let us eat them just because they made us temporarily happy?
mhm.
And it's kids don't need food to be happy. Like our culture has way too much emotion invested in food.
Mhm.
You don't have to eat to be happy. Eating good healthy food can fuel a life that has energy and purpose, which is what will ultimately make you happy instead of that
Exactly.
brief hit of dopamine that you get from eating a Kit Kat.
Because the thing is, the sweets were like, I mean, 500 years ago. When you eat a sweet, it was a special occasion,
Mhm.
something that you remember. Oh man, I remember when Grandma made this pie. Now we have pie every day.
Mhm.
We had dessert. Oh, when ice cream came out. Ice cream was a big deal. It was rare to somebody eat ice cream. Now we eat ice cream every day. Now we go to McDonald's. Oh, we want dessert too. We go to a restaurant. We got a piece of pie. No, pie used to be,
Yeah.
grandma's 70th anniversary. There you got a pie. Christmas you get a pie. Now we're eating bad every single day, and that is the main thing. We don't want our kids to do that. Now, if we're gonna give our kids sweet, it's gonna be keto.
Mhm.
Even if we don't recommend this keto everything. I think there's a mistake, and the mistake that we made when we was in keto, the everybody was making keto bread, keto bars, keto everything, and then we're getting again all those chemicals and all that nasty stuff, feeling bad. But then we said, well, if I feel bad eating keto, the same way that I feel bad eating bad stuff, then let me eat the bad stuff. you
Yeah.
know. So no, it's gonna be rare that we make something for the kids that is sweet, but it's keto.
Mhm.
But we don't come back to the sugar anymore. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
wish us luck. Pray for us. We need strength and encouragement as well. We're doing this as to form a community to kind of encourage one another. And
yeah.
we're hoping that it will help our church as well. And we're hoping that as we do this, we can show the change it live, like
Yeah,
day by day by day.
there are people that like Thomas.
Yeah,
They need to see to believe.
exactly.
So that is what we do in this. When I show my blog work and look, I'm not dying because I eating bacon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dying because I eating only meat. Oh, you need vegetable. Well, look, my blog work said I'm good. You know, my body said I'm good. My attitude was said I'm good. So yeah, this is also for the Thomas one that they need to see to believe, and it's perfectly fine. You know, if you scared of fat, well, let somebody else do it, and you see their life. You know, like you're like somebody gonna jump something dangerous, so you jump first. You know, and then you see, oh, you okay, and then I jump after. So it's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave you with that, and I hope that you stick around with us, and you can subscribe to the channel and share these videos or the videos that we put in the channel. And like always, remember that Jesus loves you, and we love you too.
Yes, we do.
See you later.